All right, everybody. This is not going to be a normal year-end video for me. We are having, it takes a while to move sometimes. We are down at the new house today. It's Sunday. I think December 4th, I think. That's today's date. We're down here doing some work, getting it prepped for the main move. We've got our house up there in Pennsylvania about 50% packed. It's a process, especially with me. I spent most of last week in the hospital. They found a blood clot in my arm stemming from my cancer med port, which is how they give me my chemotherapy. So I need that. So they put me on a bunch of blood thinners, and I was in there till Thursday afternoon. And I had a year-end video made in the truck like normal. But I did my phone did an update and it ruined my photos. I created a file and I was trying to clear the file and I lost a lot of videos that I had for back storage for release. I had 16 videos and I lost all but 3 of them, including my year-end video. So I'm going to make this one inside the new house because it's kind of chilly down here. It's only supposed to be a high of 46, but back at the other house, it's supposed to be like in the 30s with snow, and I'm okay with no snow. But I just want to do a recap of everything that all the videos I did for you guys this year. Stuff like we did checking the timing and adjusting it on the truck, and showed you how to replace a broken light switch or door light switch on the truck, and then I did the flasher switch on the Monte Carlo, and I did a video on the viewer request video on the parking brake cable system on the truck, and showed you a little bit about that. And I did a water pump on a Jeep not Grand Cherokee. No, it was a Commander. 06 Commander. I did a water pump on that. Showed you how to do that. We did a window regulator on the Monte Carlo before I sold it. And I did the front brake job on the same Jeep Commander. And I tried to take that thermostat housing off the Trans Am, which didn't work very well. It still isn't off. So whether there is some kind of thermostat that's broken or whatever, I may not never know without taking it off, which the bolts are seized in there. And I can use a torch on them, except for there's so much stuff in the way, including the fuel lines, which, fire and fuel don't mix, which is why I hesitate to use a torch to heat up the bolts to get them out. I could. And then the day I sold the Monte Carlo, we did the O-ring gaskets for the fuel injectors to add a little bit of a fuel leak there. And took you on one of the biggest car shows that we do up north, which obviously we're not going to be doing anymore because it's 5 hours away from here, and we could drive the cars, but that's a lot of miles, highway miles, and those cars are not geared for highway speeds. And then we went further on with the truck with the tune-up. We did the distributor cap and rotor, and my wife was complaining about brake noise in her Dart, so we took the front brakes and rear brakes apart, 2 different videos on that, and greased up the pads, and that helped for a while. And then I ended up replacing the front brake pads and rotors because the rotors were shot. And I also did the spark plugs and wires and finished the tune-up on the truck. And we changed the radiator on the truck. That was a 2-parter because they gave me the wrong radiator at first. And then I did a brake adjustment video on the Trans Am, which didn't do anything because it had blown out wheel cylinders. So we ended up having to change those. And if I had done that at home in the driveway, it would have taken a while. And we were getting ready to move the cars down here to the new house for the winter. So I just took it over to my buddy's shop, and each of us did a side, and we just knocked it out and bled the whole system. All brand new brake fluid, everything. And the brakes work perfectly now. And then I took you guys on a little tour of the garage down here. In the last video I did was the tune-up on the Dart, and I just changed the spark plug wire or spark plugs in the boots for the coils because it doesn't have any wires because it's got coil over spark plug, and those coils have been in that area in the engine where it gets real hot, so they didn't look that bad. But I bought them, so I figured, well, you bought them, you might as well put them on. It makes sense. So that was the last video I put out, and this will be the last one, unless I get something together for Christmas or New Year's. If I can find something to do real quick. I try to do at least 1 or 2 videos during the winter, and I had some set up, and like I said, my phone deleted them for some reason. And the ones I can remember, I'm going to try and redo next spring so that I have some videos to put out. But to be honest with you, I'm running out of things to do. Everything is staying fixed and not breaking. So my video production is going to be, a little less. Maybe down to nothing for a while. And work will be slow. Because I'm on blood thinners, I have to be careful what I do. I have to be careful not to cut myself because I bleed really bad for a long time now. And it takes forever to stop. So this was potentially serious, about as serious as the cancer that I'm dealing with. And it was kind of scary because they were talking about surgery, procedure to remove the clot. It's not blocking, but it's restricting the flow, I guess, more than anything. So it's like growing down my arm. So the blood thinners have done their job pretty much in reducing that, because my arm was swollen. My whole arm was swollen. Even my hand was swollen a little bit, and it was a purpley blue color, like it was not circulating right. So they did a sonogram of my whole vein system on that whole side of my arm and my chest, and that's what they found. They admitted me to the hospital Monday, and I was there until Thursday last week, and that postpones my cancer treatment. I'm supposed to be back up in Pennsylvania tomorrow for treatment, but they postponed it to the following week because I was in the hospital. They wanted to make sure I'm okay, and because I've got new meds to take, always new meds to take. I never took pills. Even if I hurt, I very rarely would I take some ibuprofen or anything. I just dealt with it, and But now with all this medicine I have to take for cancer and everything, it's taking a toll on me. It makes me tired and hard to do harder jobs now too. So I know that there's still some stuff I need to do, and I just kind of put it off now, especially now that it's winter. But we're going to wrap this video up for the end of the year video for my videos, my car repair stuff, and hope you all have good holidays. Thanksgiving's over now. Christmas and New Year's are next. So in light of that, hope you all have a good time. I'll do my best to put something out around Christmas or New Year's, just to have a video out in the wintertime, one or two. Other than that, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the spring release video for next seasons of videos, even if there are only a few, and I'm going to spread them out. So till then, y'all have fun.